YouTube crew, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now we finally have Rebirth Resurgence Solos, and it is a ton of fun, but SBMM is cranked through the roof, and there are certain times where this game mode can be very difficult. So today, we're going to be going over a few tips so that you can start to be more successful, get more kills and get more wins. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, as we're jumping in here, let's talk about the format. This is our hybrid model. I'm going to be giving you tips for success in Rebirth Solos, while also jumping in and breaking down the gameplay at certain times, really highlighting these tips. Now, as we start off here, I want to go over probably the most important thing, which is you need to be ready for hot drops at all times. I don't care where you land. We've got 46 people dropping in at all different parts of the map, so you should really anticipate at least 1, 2, or even more people landing. I'm dropping prison, so obviously that is the hot spot. You've got people landing roof, landing in showers, landing everywhere, so you really need to be ready for hot drops, which leads me to point number 2, which is going to be floor loot. You really got to figure out what floor loot you're most comfortable with. What guns can you hit your shots with? Find those guns, pick them up, and go in with a fight first, loot second mentality. Yes, we want to be looking for plates and cash, but you really need to focus on having a fight first mentality, really focusing on who's around you and where are those people so that you can start to win your early game. So right here, I end up getting shot from this guy that's water tower. I mean, they just added another way to get up to water tower, so guess it's another layer of dealing with these people that are up top. And I end up going down, which leads me to my next point, which is you're probably going to die. It's very difficult to get a clean game in solos because of the pace, but it's all about staying alive. Now, was what I'm about to do the smartest play I could have made? No, but this guy was up here. Was it worth it? 100% yes, we're going to land on this guy and go for the execution. And what we're really looking at here is our respawn timer. We want to be smart about landing back in till that respawn timer becomes active again, and then we can start to go challenge enemies. I want to talk about a lot of different things today, like pace of play, having awareness. One of the biggest tips that I can give you for solos, you're really going to have to work on your awareness. Reason being is solos right now, and I don't know if it's just my games. Let me know down in the comments below if it's your games too, but I don't know if it's just my games. My games of solos are constant third and fourth partying. I'm getting in super sweaty lobbies, which is okay. The challenge is fun, but we're noticing that it's third and fourth partying. So you need to constantly be aware of your mini-map, constantly be aware of your audio cues so that you know where are the situations that you can third party, where are the situations that you can go in and get into a fight and start to get into the action. Also using your audio cues to understand when you are about to get third partied, when people are rotating to you and rotating near your building, challenging you as you're challenging somebody else. So you need to constantly be aware of your audio cues and your mini-map and really start to understand where people are. Constantly taking notes about where people are. If I'm fighting in grandma's and there's fighting in the tower or in prison, I need to really be aware of that. Now, as I'm rotating up here, this is kind of my initial tip video. This is my initial thoughts after playing this for less than 24 hours. I'm going to be doing a video next week as I dive into solos more, kind of a more comprehensive tip video on gameplay or gameplay tips. So right here's a great example of third partying. I get shot in the back, I'm low plates, somebody kills that guy. Now I have an opportunity, even though I'm low plates, to end up third partying that guy right there. Now, when we talk about pace, I want to talk about pace real quick. And again, I don't know if this is just my lobbies. There's a real sense for me of keep moving. You cannot stop moving in this game mode. I know that people are going to be camping in corners, but for me, there's a true sense of keep moving, keep moving. We're going to tag this guy here. We're going to break him, so we're going to quick reload, and we're going to push in. Now, a little bit lack of anticipation. You definitely want to be anticipating very well in solos because you're dealing with two things. You're going to be dealing with really good players. You're also going to be dealing with players that aren't as good and are just sitting in corners. So you want to constantly be anticipating enemies, going back to using our audio cues and trying to challenge people, strategically, trying to challenge people that we know where they are or have a good idea where they are. I'm going to end up going down here again. And by the way, in terms of my loadout, I'm going to go into this further because I want to play around with this concept a little bit. But notice that I dropped loadout there but didn't get it. And the reason being is I'm going to be able to hit this loadout right here, which allows me to fly back in. I'm good to go on guns. I don't have to worry about finding floor loot or anything like that. I'm good to go. And the guns that I had, I was pretty comfortable with. What you're going to also notice is that I'm going to die one more time this game. I died 3 times, but I do drop 18 and the win. I actually end up dropping on my free loadout, so I kind of save that free loadout. But I hear one below me. I'm playing a little bit aggressive, even though my respawn timer is not active. I somehow missed that plate the first time, but we're going to plate up. We're able to get this kill down below right here, using just a little bit of movement. Now, when we talk about these gunfights, right, we are completely taking out the dynamic that a lot of you struggle with, which is the second or third or fourth player, you know, that last teammate coming and getting you. So what we're really looking to do is use basic movement, use our anticipation, and hit shots to win our 1v1 situations. Now, it's not all, you know, it's not all a situation where you're not going to be getting third-partied or you're not going to have that next teammate rolling up on you. Well, that next teammate could be another enemy. So you do have to still be aware of that. And we want to try to get kills, still get kills without taking damage. But it's a lot of, you know, rotating. It's a lot of third-partying, a lot of playing fast. So we're going to go ahead and keep pushing here. I only have 6 kills so far. But like I said, we're going to finish with 18. We're going to go on a nice little streak. Boom, third-partied. I get the kill right there. I know there's another one. Now, I want to pull back real quick. Just real quick. This is a little bit longer of a video, so I don't want to pause too much. But these solos games are pretty long, by the way. Notice this skin right here. This is something that I noticed, by the way. Notice this skin's the ghost face skin, right? Or something black, right? So I'm going to go ahead and get that kill. I third-party that. Now I hear 2 around me. Boom, I get that guy. But I didn't realize that I switched to gas at some point. But notice that guy that I killed was not the same one as the previous one. So that I know there's another person in there. I'm going to pull back. I'm going to quick replate. Now we're going to go back in here and challenge. By the way, one other thing I want to mention here. For whatever reason, people that are flying back in love to immediately land back on you or land back on their stuff. You do get minimap pings. Notice this guy is pinging right here. So I know where that person's flying back into. Use that to your advantage. I'm going to see what I can find. Not really sure, but we're just going to keep moving. I hear him around here somewhere, and I want to keep everything at my pace of play. I want to keep repositioning. I see this guy right here. This is one of my favorite plays, by the way. By the way, real quick, if you are looking to get better, subscribe down below. I do videos every single day trying to help people get better. I'm a 4 KD player. I took my KD from a 0.72 over a 4 KD. So if you are looking to get better, hit that subscribe button down below. Now, I don't know if you can see it. There's a laser here. You can barely see the laser, which allows me to know that he's there. Watch this anticipation and basically centering, and be able to easily get that guy out. And now we're kind of back here, right? I back to having stims. I don't have a ton of plates. That's the other issue, is there's not a lot of plates around here, especially in solos. I feel like I'm constantly down plates, looking for plates. Nice little anticipation there. I see the one flying in that I just killed. He's going to top roof. We got 10 kills. We got 15 other people still alive. And not really sure where to go right now. Not really having a ton of information. Now I get a little bit. I don't know if you saw that guy on the roof right here. But this is where we talk about awareness, right? There's not even any mini-map pings that I can go off of that I can act upon. But I see the guy on top of the headquarters building. So I'm actually going to go ahead and push over and really act on that information. I'm anticipating him being top grandma's house. He ends up not being there. I'm putting my MP40 build down in the comments below. Or actually, you know what? I'll give you the video because we break down a really good gameplay for it as well. So if you are looking to get better, make sure you check out that gameplay. But I'm able to smoke that guy with the MP40. I'm going to be doing a video as well on my #1 solos loadout, which I think is actually going to be this, but I'm still messing around with a few different things. Now I'm able to get a UAV up. I have information. We're going to go ahead and push down. I see one up on roof here, so we're going to act upon that. And this is solos for you right now. This is part of the solos gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and challenge this guy. This guy puts a claymore next to the gas canister, and I get absolutely smoked. So now we got to start playing quick. This is where we're playing pace, but I'm not getting pushed by a full team, although I am getting pushed by this second guy right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back, but right here, I'm ready to re-challenge. We're able to hit shots. We're able to get the down. We're able to get the thirst, and we still have one above and one on my level. In case you didn't know, you can now pick up basically plates from satchels. So if somebody has a full satchel of 5, then I'm able to go ahead and pick up those 5 plates from the satchel. They don't necessarily drop. So we're going to go ahead and push over this way. The worst COD timing of all time. I jump in, I don't see anything, and just as I go, he peeks. Not much I can do there, but this is where I talk about that loadout strategy, right? I fight with floor loot early, then I die, then I drop in on my bot loadout, then I die, then I drop in on my free loadout. Now I'm still fighting with these loadout guns. As I mentioned, I'm not totally sure about this strategy just yet. Part of my thought process behind not getting your free loadout immediately is everybody's going to know that you just threw that free loadout. And with this many people in a hot area, It just makes me a little bit nervous to immediately then go rotate it over to my loadout. I see this guy right here. We get the down and the thirst. There's the MP40 again. And notice this guy right in this little doorway. So I catch a quick glimpse of him. I'm going to go ahead and push over here. And I know he's over here. We're going to jump over this. Boom, we hit the shots. And that's where you mix in a few headshots there. Everything's a 1v1 situation. We're looking to consistently win our 1v1s. I think this will help a lot of you in terms of this pace of play, in terms of understanding how to start getting kills without taking damage. We're going to go ahead and rotate up this way. I got one on my level. I got one above me. And now he's above me. So let's go ahead and anticipate this guy, right? I'm going to jump up this way. We're going to peek the corner. Notice he's still on my level, so he's got to be right there. I go ahead and pre-fire that. I'm able to get that kill taking very minimal damage. I probably shouldn't have even replayed it at that point. It's something I want to be better about because of that little, you know, it's only a little bit of damage, so I might as well keep that plate. Now we're going to go ahead and push up here. We're going to third party. I know there's one up here from the minimap pings, and now I see that there's one on my level. So this is where I'm using minimap pings. I'm using my audio cues and my awareness to understand that there's another player up here. So I clear to my left. Now I'm able to basically tag that guy a little bit, and now we're going to go ahead and stim all the way around using the speed boost to my advantage to then ultimately... I keep saying ultimately. You know what? Ultimately is my favorite word. We ultimately get that kill right there using the stims. So we're going to go ahead and keep pushing. We got 16. We got 4 other people alive. I was really hoping to potentially get a 20 bomb here, but lobby ends up dying out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and rotate over. And this last kill, we got 2 really good kills left. We got a positioning, and then how we win this is actually kind of crazy. I'm going to go ahead and push this way. We got a pretty sweaty guy. He ends up challenging me here. I hear him down below. I catch a quick glimpse of him right there. He's going to go ahead and re-challenge. None of us tag each other, and now I'm going to go ahead and reposition. And just anticipating and centering around this corner. Wasn't perfect, but I hit all the shots with the MP40. Now at this point, this is where we start to shift to endgame. Let's win this, right? It's less about kills. Yes, I could have kept going for the 20, but it's not always about kills. I wanted to get the win here. There's no doubt about it that I wanted to get the win. So I'm playing positioning here. I know that there's one over here. I know that there's one above me, and I know that there's one top prison. So there's the one top prison. Trying to see what I can find. I know he's there. I kind of want to wait for him and just kind of hold him out of circle. One thing that I did notice, these late circles rotate very quickly. So be aware of that. I don't know why they move so quickly. I don't know if they move quicker or slower, but they feel like they move quicker. Like, I feel like this circle for this, basically where we are, is moving very quick. What's going to end up happening is this guy smokes me in the back. I'm in a very bad spot here. I have no stims, but he dies to gas. Not my fault. 18 kills in the dub. Make sure you subscribe down below. I'm doing another video next week for extensive tips for solos. Let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.